Solomon says, be intoxicated always in her love. There are a lot of ways he could have said that, but look at how he said it. Be intoxicated always in her love. That word intoxicated is such an interesting word in the Hebrew language. It literally means to be led astray. In fact, in the very next verse, Solomon uses it that way. Why should you be intoxicated? Why should you be led astray, my son, with a forbidden woman and embrace the bosom of an adulteress? In other words, don't be led astray by that woman. Don't be intoxicated by her. But you do be led. You do be intoxicated in the love of the wife of your youth. Interesting, the word that he uses. Here's what it means, basically, guys. Be intoxicated in her love. Be led by her love, as it were. In other words, you follow her around like a little puppy dog. That's the idea of this word. Where she goes, you go. It's a picture of a couple that truly is just captivated by one another. You only have eyes for her. She only has eyes for you. It's this intoxicating kind of love. And I know what some of you are thinking even as I'm saying that. You're thinking, Mark, what that either happens or it doesn't happen. I mean, it either is or it isn't. I mean, it's a phenomenon. It either happens or it doesn't happen. You can't make it happen. Listen, you can choose. Please hear this. You can choose to be intoxicated with the love of your spouse. You say, Mark, how do you know that? Because God commands it. He says, be intoxicated always in her love. God's not going to command it if you can't do it. If it's just a phenomenon that either is or isn't going to happen, He wouldn't command it. He commands it. And the fact He commands it tells me He's going to empower me to do it. Listen, you can choose to be intoxicated in the love of your spouse. It's a choice. There are some husbands and there are some wives here this morning, and maybe you have been married for a long, long time. And just to put it bluntly, somewhere along the way, you have sobered up from the intoxicating love you used to have for your spouse. What Solomon is saying is, you need to be intoxicated all over again with the love you have for your spouse. And listen to what I'm about to say. 95% of how captivated you are with your spouse depends on your own attitude toward your spouse and toward your marriage. Did you hear me say that? 95% of how captivated you are with your spouse depends on your own attitude toward your spouse and toward your marriage.